All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining me on this late night trip through my old hood. I am currently walking around the neighborhood I grew up in. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, somewhere on that. June 26th, the morning of Tuesday. As you can kind of see as I spin around, just walking down the streets in the old neighborhood I grew up in. Like again, if you saw the intro video, I guess you could see intro, I've put up like 100 videos or whatever the hell between Bleach Brave Souls and some Magic the Gathering pack openings and other random stuff. But, aside from that, yeah, this is a new start for my channel. Going to be a new direction for a little while. I'll still probably pepper in content from other crap because, well, you know, I'm a hodgepodge myself and holy shit, it smells good out here. Fuck. Well, either way, that was an interesting thing for the vlog. I'm out tonight. This is night one. I'm doing an actual recording. Walking through the old hood. Talking about myself. Talking about feelings. Talking about the things I've learned. Talking about where I'm at. So, to give you guys all a little bit of an idea. Any of you who don't know me. Last 9 years, I've been spent with a wonderful person. And I had built what was at sometimes rough, much like any relationship, you know, sometimes rough, but more often than not, pretty awesome fucking situation. Had a, cool person, had a cool couple of dogs, had a nice little house. Yeah, we had some rough times recently, and yeah, I was a pretty big dick. I mean, really, I can't say I wasn't. But ultimately, the way it all ended was just kind of wrong, for all parties involved. It just kind of sucked. So, having to do something like this, I figured going forward, sharing it with people, why not? So here I am, night one of the vlog, I guess you could call it, or more like Dizzle's walking series, as I go through neighborhoods I grew up in, grew up around, etc., to help deal with my insomnia, help process getting over all this crazy shit, and maybe, just maybe, have some wild encounters and funny, strange adventures throughout the course of my, travels in the night. Like I said, it's currently about 2:25, 2:30. There's not really anybody out. There's some dogs barking. A lot of houses are lit up, but nobody's really outside. Saw one dude. He was tweaking out on his truck. But, it is what it is. But I'm out here tonight having about, I guess if I'm going to be real and just put it out there, having about 26 days now away from my present or recently past circumstance. And as anybody dealing with a shift like this, it's quite just that. It's quite a shift. Looking at things in all different lights, having to tell the story to people when you see them the first time after not seeing them. All that kind of stuff. It all kind of comes into play with, well, you guys all know about it. You guys have all dealt with it. And for those of you that haven't, you will. So there's that. This is going to go in a handful of directions, folks. I'm trying something completely new here. And while it's fun, it is kind of interesting putting yourself out there. Because, the funniest part about this, even though it's 2 o'clock, 2:30 a.m., my voice kind of carries. And I know there's got to be some people up, because I'm smelling weed as I'm walking through the neighborhoods. I'm seeing lights on. I know there's some people probably sitting out on their porches going, what the fuck is this crazy motherfucker talking about? And that's part of the fun of why I'm doing this, is to let people get a little bit of glimpse into my crazy as I exercise my crazy from myself. And all you crazy sons of bitches get to come along with me on this little twisted journey. So I hope you all enjoy it. Anyways, so going back to what happened. Basically, typical blah blah, typical problems, typical relationship, same kind of stuff everybody deals with. Last couple years, had to deal with a bit of anxiety and depression in a way that, well, I'd never really dealt with it before. And, being a over-analytical, over-detailed, overly processed kind of guy, it was hard to process the fact that I was dealing with that. So it was kind of like a complex on top of a complex, and it shut me down. Some would say that maybe it was, the realization that what was coming, and that, maybe you need to change yourself to get out ahead of it. And instead of changing myself, I shut down. But either way, I went forward and I continued on the path. And apparently that was the wrong path to take. After much chagrin and much trying to reach someone, I was unable to reach them. And the perceptions of both parties are, well, as you could imagine, skewed from one another. And at this point, we are in an impasse. So, no big deal. Life goes on. And that's what I'm doing here, as I'm using you guys as a whipping post, so to speak, a venting outlet, a crutch, using this for myself to feel better about myself, feel better about what happened. Who cares, really? I'm here. If you're here and you're listening, cool, thank you. I swear, someday, yeah, I do have to walk ready here. I am in Phoenix, and, well, you never know what you're going to see. Wild dogs, crazy people, homeless people wearing pants for shirts, it's that kind of stuff. So, pardon that, but you never know. So with that being said, you guys come along. If we all wind up better in the end, good for all of us. Like I said, if I just exercise some of my own demons and I get 3 views, cool. I'm able to get through this better on my own. So thank you guys. And those of you that don't come along, or those of you guys want to be assholes, thank you too, actually. I do appreciate it. Wow, I do look really fucking bad and greasy. It's this Arizona weather, I swear. Whew. I ain't been out here nothing but like 30 minutes. And I'm already sweating. Hair looks greasy. Passing by people's houses that I used to hang out with when I was growing up. An interesting experience. Now, in future videos, I do actually plan on bringing you guys along to other neighborhoods surrounding my area. Perhaps the schools that I went to, schools I attended, as well as schools that I went to, if you understand. Skateboarding, playing music, hanging out with different people, partying, etc. So, again, there's some of you in the Valley area that are going to be familiar with this stuff. Some of you guys that might be on the channel, that might be seeing what's going on and laughing and coming along for the journey. Some of you guys are going to be from Jakarta or Idaho or fucking Illinois or perhaps, I don't know, Kamchatka, maybe Kazakhstan. Very nice, but either way, there's going to be some people from all over the place looking at this shit. And maybe, just maybe, the realization that we all deal with the same problems and we all got the same shit going on might help somebody, if not just myself. With that being said, I am coming up onto 49th Avenue, I want to say, and Paradise Lane in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, normally I wouldn't give away my location, but anybody who knows where I'm at knows where I'm at. Anybody who doesn't, you're probably not going to find where I'm at because it's not my listed info, and I kind of don't give a shit. 49th Avenue, Paradise Lane, walking through Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to drop these landmarks because those of you who want to visit sometime and see some of this stuff, you can see it. As you can see, we got Bell or 51st Avenue that way. Bell Road would be up there. And that behind me, that's going to be 43rd Avenue. Yeah. And this back this way, that's going to be Greenway, which is the way we're going to head right now. So come along. Now, as I get more comfortable doing this, as I get a better fucking Gorilla Pod instead of the crappy dollar one that I have right now hooked up from Wish.com. By the way, everybody, check out Wish.com. It's not going to be in the description because I am not sponsored and they can go fuck themselves. Either way, when I get some better equipment, maybe perhaps a proper camera, proper light, because while this is actually doing the job surprisingly well, this little Motorola just ain't going to cut it. And I would like to get something a little nicer, a little bit more stable. I don't know if I'm going to go GoPro or if I'm going to do just like a straight out DSLR on a monopod or something. But eventually I'm going to step this stuff up. But for now, you guys get to go roughnecking it with me through the valley. With roughneck equipment, shaky cam in full effect in the darkness. Looks like I'm in a room with a black screen. But hey, look, check it out. Bam! There's the moon. I am outside, ladies and gentlemen. I am enjoying and taking in the environment of the vast Sierra Nevada desert. I guess that's kind of what wraps us up here, right? We're in part of the Sierra Nevada? I don't know. Either way, I've been out here for like 30 years and I still can't remember what goddamn desert we're in. I'm more interested in walking around and seeing what's going on with the neighborhood I grew up in right now, folks. I'm in an area where, if I remember right, I want to say right to my left here, either the house I just passed, right there, this one here coming up, one of these houses used to belong to an old high school friend. I know that their family moved out of state a while ago, but it's going to be kind of interesting to see what the house looks like and see if it even resembles anything that I remember it as. Because it's been a long time. I think I totally just went out of frame there. Well, folks, this is probably going to be a long one. Either that or I'm going to break this up into multiple segments. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've got some walking, some time. I've got some things to discuss, because not only am I day one of processing and working with you guys on processing my situation, but I'm dealing with the nostalgia of being around things I haven't been around in forever. Like this place right here. I don't think any of y'all can see it. Okay, no, it's too dark. I'll wait till sun's coming up. Yeah, a lot of good times in that house right there, in that place. Partied a bunch. Alright, we're going to continue on down. Now, what's funny about where I'm at right now here, I'm Monte Cristo and 49th Avenue in Phoenix, Arizona. I guess you can call it Glendale, because technically it's Glendale. But where I'm at right here, you got all these like houses that have been here since the 70s. Like I want to say 1976, 1972 was the earliest houses. Kind of like this one right back there. Can't see it. Can't see an address plate. It's too dark. So, but then we got these houses. Maybe you can see it because they're lit up a little bit more. But they're much nicer. Much nicer. Much more recently built. And it's just bizarre. Because it's just dropped in the middle of this neighborhood. Like, hey, this dirt plot's been here for about 20 years. We sell you houses that look nothing like the ones we want to put in. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to put in them houses. And those houses they did put in. And what's even funny about it too is not only do the houses look out of place, the cars look right for the neighborhood. You know, you got one good car in the driveway, and then you got two cars that are busted up in the driveway or parked out front. And then across the street you get the same kind of stuff. But what really throws it off, besides the house design, because like this house right here, that house is baller. Oh, I can't see it. They got like a big ass like RV garage. They got a 2-car garage. Looks like they got a platform like up on the second story of the house maybe. But either way, it's a badass house. Now, the landscaping for all these houses, considering on the east side of the road, we have new house. On the west side of the road, we have old house. I think on the west side of the house. I don't know. I might be going west right now, honestly. In fact, I think I am going west. Okay, so south side of the road, we got new houses. North side of the road, we got old houses. Landscaping looks totally different. And it just throws off the whole vibe. Now, this neighborhood is actually a Sunburst Farms neighborhood. Sunburst Farms, remembers? But the Sunburst Farms neighborhood here is half... Okay, so if you're looking at a 1 mile by 1 mile square grid, this neighborhood's half neighborhood, and the other half, I'd say maybe even less than a half, maybe 1/3, is actually like 3/4 acre lots with people have horses and reindeer and all kinds of wild animals like goats and chickens and shit. Like, I don't know if they're breeding them for pets or if they're carrying them for livestock or if it's all for fucking YouTube views. But either way, yeah, they got animals and shit back here, and it's a really interesting place. Again, we're in the Arizona desert. You wouldn't really expect horses and shit like in a residential zone, but quite common in metropolitan Phoenix. Like, I'm not in South Phoenix. I'm not out in the west suburbs, out in Surprise. I'm not out in fucking Old Town Glendale. No, I'm like in just straight up suburban Phoenix, like right in the middle of the concrete jungle, quote unquote. Speaking of, I'm about to hit those acre lots. So maybe, even though I don't think it'll work, maybe I can get some footage. Maybe I'll turn it around to front facing. Get another video. Somebody drove by me, but I don't see a vehicle. That creeps me out. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I kind of want to walk through this neighborhood. The moon's got a nice light right now. Look at this. Hold on, I'm going to get that moon again. Where are you, Mr. Moon? Boom. There we go. Me and the moon. Hey. Yeah, that's right. That's me. And the moon. Right here, that guy? He's a good guy. I don't know what that was all about. I'm just fucking around as I walk, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at new houses that I haven't seen before in this neighborhood that I grew up in. So, we're sitting here at about fucking 16 minutes long. Wow. You know, folks, I'm probably going to split these up over multiple uploads throughout the course of the week. But I think I'm going to end this one right here. I'm going to start with a new one, focusing on my observations of these apparently new houses and this cul-de-sac that I have journeyed into in my old neighborhood. So thank you very much for coming along. Like, favorite, subscribe, share it with your friends, pass it along, talk shit, do whatever you want to do down there in the comments below. Thank you very much. This is Thump Dizzle on my late night exploring series. Talk to you again.